Good morning. Uh, it was a request from different fronts when I can't take online classes to tell something briefly what we can do in this situation where we can't meet people as we used to do in our classes. We used to teach with different subjects and module as pre-scheduled with different classes of people. Some are litigants, some classes for investors, some classes for technical analysts, and some classes for mass people. I have got only three answers in my mind. See, in this situation, what we can do, if you like, you please kindly be a teacher. And what does it mean? If if you have doctors who are available, accessible, and qualified doctors who advise you and can advise your friends and your family and your neighborhoods, if something happens to someone like symptomatic or asymptomatic, what would be realistically be the practical suggestion to do it. I'm not going to the details whether somebody is getting treatment rightly, whether HCQS is right or wrong. I'm not qualified and speak about that. But be a teacher. Please be a teacher to express your opinion and share your knowledge. Knowledge where the source is very authentic. I have got my doctors in different hospital. I have got my nurses, friends, those working in different hospitals. They share their direct experience about it. What one should do in this situation. And the second thing, in this scenario, people are losing job, people are getting depressed, people are started behaving very idiotically in some time, and from guardian to our friends also, what we can do, we can start ourselves convincing that we should not react to that. He might be in a problem. So if the problem is there, so we should try to be a counselor. We should try to be a counselor. Maybe you are not a counselor. Maybe you are not a MSW, qualified counselor. Maybe you are not a psychiatrist who is doing MPhil in, Neemhans. But you can get in touch. There are very good doctors, and my friends and my clients are there, who can help you there. How, and they can depute some their counselor for some time to speak to those people, those who are in need. So there also you can be a teacher and carefully note it. In this pandemic situation where the bank interest is only 5%, there are again the most worst, nasty, the fraudulent, the activities of cheat fund and give us some money, will give 3% return or 5% returns are going on to grab whatever are left with the common people. So you can, with folded hand, tell them there are several other opportunities where legally under the guideline of SEBI, BSE or NSE, you can have better yield, in comparison to the bank fixed deposit or something like that. Their risk may be in the hybrid cases, hybrid mutual cases, the risk are 50-50, or maybe risk are very less. In case of debt fund, there are risks many, it is a minimal risk, and they can invest their hard-earned fund in there. But we should not be a prey to these people or the dalals and other people. The courts are not functioning in a total way. So 156 are pending, reads are pending. So the government officials too, the Thana people, they are taking advantages. The FIRs are not being lodged. As Section 48, given us enough opportunity. to investigate, to seize some documents, and people are not, getting their rights. We need to understand what are our fundamental rights. So in this scenario, if you are qualified about this matter, if you are qualified, if you know what to do, to just wasting your time by lying down, or criticizing others, criticizing government and others. So please be a teacher. Whatever you can do, if you can do very good alu posto, so contribute that to your family one day, and that will help us, the entire generation, in this pandemic situation very well, because we really don't know what vaccine will act on us, whether the jab will take or not, whether the Americans will take or not, whether they will be fruitful or not. And the most important thing, in last 4 months, surprisingly, the price of medications have gone up by 40%, because I take a lot of medications, all prescribed medications. So I have seen that. I know what was there and what is there now. It is increasing silently. So we can take suggestions from our doctor friends, and we can circulate that. We can register. There shouldn't be any social stigma. There shouldn't be any social chaos, out of psychiatric problem, or this can happen in this situation. So we have several other opportunity to work in that, to warn people, to keep their fund intact, to warn people not to make widely, not to go in the gatherings, and wear mask properly, not to be confused by Mac Londy's or others' opinion, where Dr. Fauci is saying something and our ICMR says something. We need to do it. We need to be compliant about that. So kindly, as per your ability and as per your standard of knowledge, be a teacher. That is some high necessity of this situation, to do something good for the people without spending a single rupee out of your own pocket. So you can always do it virtually or practically. To those people who are qualified enough to do all this or contribute to any of the field, this is my honest request to them. And thank you very much.